Yeah, hello, Pankaj sir. Am I
Uh,
audible?
good.
Yes, sir. Am I
Yeah,
audible?
good afternoon, Pankaj.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
sir.
audible.
Okay, sir.
How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm fine,
All
sir.
is well. Okay, great.
Okay.
Neha has also joined.
Okay, sir.
Hello everyone.
Hello, ma'am. So the event is live now, but we will commence it at 3 p.m., sir.
3 p.m. No? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So it's a second year issue. It's for the second
Yes,
year
sir.
issue.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It's
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
second year,
Great.
second semester. Yes, sir. Hello, Pankaj sir. Yeah, hello, Pankaj sir.
Hello. Yeah, please.
Yeah, sir, it's time to start the session, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall
Uh,
we start, sir?
yes, we can start that session.
Okay, sir.
Very good afternoon to all of you. My name is KK Pankaj and my colleague Neha is there. Neha is the host of this webinar. And today, as you know, your institute has invested to subscribe Manupatra. How to use Manupatra. Neha will explain how to get the maximum benefit in the time of research work of Manupatra. So today we will show you these all the things. Neha, please carry on. Please start.
Sure. Thank you, Pankaj sir. First of all, welcome everyone. So what I'll do is I will quickly share my screen and then we can start.
Okay, ma'am, let me introduce first, then you will start. Yes. Um, ma'am, let me introduce first our session, then you will, then I'll request you to commence the session.
Sure. All right.
Yes. Okay. So, a very good afternoon to one and all present here. Today, I, Rahul Andoti, Assistant Professor of Law, on behalf of Center for Legal Studies, Geeta Ratan International Business School, welcome our esteemed guest, Ms. Neha Raheja, ma'am, Corporate Academic Trainer in Manupatra, and all the attendees on today's Personality Development Workshop on Research Skill using Research Tool Manupatra. Geeta Ratan International Business School, GIBS, was established in the year 2004. GIBS is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Interpurse University, Delhi, and is approved by All India Council for Technical Education AICTC, Ministry of HRD, and Government of India for Technical Courses and Bound Council of India BCI for Law Courses. GIBS is currently offering postgraduate course of MBA first and second shift, MBA International Business, MCA Integrated, and undergraduate courses of BBA, BBA LLB, BLLB. GIBS has been graded A by National Assessment and Accreditation Council in the second cycle. GIBS has been rated A plus by State Fee Regulatory Committee, a fee committee of Government of NCT of Delhi, and GGSIP University. CLS GIBS has been rated the highest grading A by Joint Inspection Committee of Government of NCT of Delhi and GGSIP University. GIBS has been graded A by the audit cell of GGSIP University consecutively from past 8 years, and also has been rated as number 2 pan-India by Times Business School survey consecutively for the year 2018 and 19. The guest speaker of our personality development workshop today is Ms. Neha Raheja ma'am. Is associated with Manupatra under the designation of lead resource, corporate and academic trainer. She had done MBA in marketing and international business, having experience of 5+ years in the industry, specialized in legal tech trainings, expertise in conducting engaging and interactive students webinars, proven track record for analyzing requirement and providing key solutions, efficient at offering complete learning experience to ensure users derive maximum value on their investment. We are honored to have you, ma'am. Now I request to commence the session.
Thank you so much for your warm welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's begin the session now. Basically, we will be taking you through Manupatra's portal and explaining what all things you can do on the platform, which will help you in your research, mood preparations, and legal practice, from here on. So, firstly, a quick introduction about my company. Manupatra are pioneer in online legal research in India since 2001. We have been in the market since 20 years now and continue to be the leaders. So basically, Manupatra is the largest and most comprehensive database which covers Indian and international market both. So if you use Manupatra, you get Indian database as well as international database. We use artificial intelligence and natural language processing, which gives relevant results faster. So what I'll do is I will quickly take you to, the portal that you would be using basically for your, reference. So what you need to do first is you just need to write manupatra.com and it will take you to this website here. You have to sign in here using your sign-in details, your unique user ID and password. So once that is done, it will take you to this landing page of the platform. Now here you can see there are two sections. First, here on the left hand side is the table of content, and on the right hand side are the search engines that we have. So firstly, before I begin, whenever you have any doubts during the session, please write it down in the chat box and we will be addressing all your questions in the end of the session. Even meanwhile, if you have any feedback, if you want me to explain something in detail or, anything of that sort, please let me know in the chat box and we'll be taking it ahead accordingly. So to start with, as you can see, we have two sections. As I said, left hand side is a table of content which gives an entire coverage of Manupatra and tells you where to find what. So say if I talk about, what all things do we cover? So we have Supreme Court first, and we cover around, like all the judgments and case laws of Supreme Court and orders as well since the year of inception. So we cover Supreme Court judgments since 1950 and Supreme Court orders since 1980. So now whenever you want to search for any case law or any judgment, you are bound to find it on the platform on Manupatra, because we cover everything from the year of inception itself, and you name it and you get it. It's like that because we cover like all subjects and all modules. So then we talk about high courts that we have. So we have all these high courts available, all the states high courts, and then we have other courts as well, like Privi Sindh, Rangoon. So since the year of inception, dating backwards to 1814 as well. So whenever you want to, find any judgment, all you need to do is just click on to, any of the options. Say if I want to go for Calcutta, so I'll just click on to this button, which is expand. So you just need to expand and select the year, and you will be able to select it further, click it further, and then you can make a search and find out the judgment from it. Then moving on, we cover tribunals and commissions as well. So we have around 40 tribunals here for you. So if you want any information on DRT or, NCLAT, you will get it here. So say if you have to, make any business analysis or, any case study on it, so you can find that information here. Then, as I mentioned in the beginning, we cover international database as well. So if you want any judgment from any of these English speaking countries, you will get it here. Also, we cover maritime cases. So you can see it's a comprehensive list, that you can find here. Then we have business policies and, industry modules. So if you're looking for any like specific subject or any industry, type that you want to find information on, maybe a business policy or any particular module, you will get it here. So this basically will help you in your research, and it's like a study material for you. Then we have corporate law and taxation as well. So if you want any information on GST, VAT, then comes notification and circular. Again, if you would like to understand anything on like all the notifications and circulars we have, so we have categorized it in central and state. Say if I just want to take you to one, just to explain you, now you just need to select what kind of department or industry or ministry you want to go for and select the year. And when you select the year, it gives you like all the notifications available. And we also have the gazetted copy of the notification. So you just need to do a simple math here and you get the entire gazetted copy of the notification here. So you can use it in your research and make it more authentic, because like whatever even citations we have are accepted everywhere in all the courts. So that's another benefit that you get. Then we have BEAR Acts. So again, important for you because you will come across a lot of, BEAR Acts where you would want to study and make an analysis or, do some case study. So if I just take you to one, say if I select a BEAR Act, and then I have divided into chronological, alphabetical, subject wise, industry wise. You can choose whatever is more convenient to you. So if I just want to go for alphabetical, and now I want to make an analysis on Companies Act. So I want to study Companies Act. So what I'll do is I will click to see, since I selected alphabetical, and of course I can scroll down, but what is more easy is that I just Control F and I can find Companies Act here. So of course I can select and read all the chapters and the sections and everything available. Now on the right hand side, you can see I have judgment. So if there is any judgment for this section 1, Companies Act, I will be able to get it from here only. So I don't have to search it anywhere else, in any other tab or anything. This is a quick shortcut that we have given. So just select it and it will take you to the judgments from here only. So you can find Companies Act section 2. So these are all the judgments related to it. So it's designed in such a way that you just click and you get all the information in one place. You can go from one section to another, act to another, and even judgments. Then if I go back, I can see for against Companies Act, you can find some icons here on the right hand side. Now each of this icon will denote something and it will help you. So I'll just take you to it for, further. So first up is Act in vernacular. Now if you want to view this act in vernacular language, here it is Hindi. So you just need to click on it and it'll like you can study it in Hindi as well. Then if you want to know some facts about the act, that you can just find out. It's like easy information available to you. Then some rules and regulations, available for the act. Then if you want to make comparative analysis, now this is very important, like this is very interesting. So I'll just take you through it in detail. If you click on comparative analysis, it gives you a comparison of Companies Act current, which is 2013, and earlier Companies Act. And then you can like make an analysis and find out which sections have been omitted or have been added. So you can see section 2, subsection 2 has been added now, but was not there earlier. So likewise, you can, like refer these points and make your analysis more comprehensive. Then moving on, if you want to search, if you want to like select and find out some annotations, that you can do. Also, if you want to view it in single document, that you can do. So just click on to act here and you find the entire information, everything about the act written. Then you can see there are hyperlinks also. So every time there will be hyperlinking, like you'll find hyperlinking everywhere, be it acts or judgments. And these hyperlinkings are just easy, reference for you. So if you just click on to section 6, it will take you to section 6. There would be, reference of acts or sometimes judgments also in, various judgments. So just click onto it for your easy reference and then you can read further. Of course, if you want to print it or, download it, that you can also do. Then also we have some more icons. So whenever an act is, pending in Parliament, a bill is pending in Parliament, you will find this icon next to the act. That denotes that a bill is pending in Parliament, so that you get notified. Then it is yet to be enforced. This kind of icon, if it is there, see it is there on Constitution scheduled cast order. So it tells you that the date of enforcement is yet to be notified. So if there are some icons like that denoting something next to the act, it gives you further more information about the act, if a bill is pending or date is yet to be notified. So it gives you like entire complete analysis on the same. Now moving back to our content, further we have bills, ordinances, and like other reports and everything. So if I just take you to pending bill here, if I want to search bills in Parliament, so I'll just click on to bills in Parliament option, and further again If say again, if I want to go for alphabetical, and maybe I want to select F because I want to like understand about farmers bill. So I get the entire bill here. If I want to read it in Hindi, I can read it in Hindi also. If I want to know more information, the objective and purpose, date of enforcement, date of assent. So you can find all that subject and everything is there. If you want to take a printout of it, of course you can do that, download it in a PDF format. So that you can do for this bill. Then of course, if there are some more forms that you want to study, so we have all the statutory forms. Ebooks are also available, again important. Why? Because you will find it easier, because we have like entire all these ebooks available on the portal itself. So just click on to the ebook and you can read it chapter wise and subject wise. Now this one is the scanned copy of the entire book. But if I talk about the next one, which is academic ebooks, next here, this basically will give you a written description of the entire book. So how this is beneficial is, of course, that is also beneficial because it is complete scanned copy. You don't have to search it anywhere offline. You get the entire information in the portal only. But then this one will have all, since it is written, it is typed, you will get all the the easy references as well. So you'll get hyperlinks. So whenever there's a reference of maybe a case or a section or an act, you will get hyperlinks here. So hence it becomes easier for you to further understand also. So if you want to read more about this this case law, you just click onto it and it will take you to the case law, the entire judgment there. So this is Manu citation that we have. So then moving on to articles. Now we have certain articles that are being published by us, which are shared by students or professionals. So if your article, if you have a flair of writing, you can share articles with us. And if it matches the quality standard, our editorial team basically reviews, and then we can get it posted like this. So it says subject and article written by student or a professional. And further, if you want to read or refer some article, just search article here, and of course you can select on the basis of subject as well, and then you can read it further. Also, we have moot memorials, so you'll find the moot memorials and other moot which happened earlier. So these are all the moot competitions that happened earlier, so you can refer these and use. Then is legal taxonomy. So now if you know what kind of requirement you have, what topic you want to study further, so then you can use this, say like this is a hierarchy of all the subjects and then sub-subject. So say if I just click to consumer law, I want to know about consumer law, it further tells me what subject do you want to go for. So say if I just select this one, further it gives me another sub-subject. So it's like a complete hierarchy is given to you so that it is easier for you to go, instead of searching a complete thing and running a complete query. You just need to select and you can go forward. How this is helpful is if you already know what exactly you want to look for in the portal. So yeah, this is what we cover in Manupatra. You can use this for to understand where exactly what is located, and of course you can use it as filters as well. So I'll quickly move to search engines that we have. So search engines are basically what query you want to run on Manupatra, and we have different options, different searches for you. So as per your requirement, you can use any of the search out of the 4 searches that we have. So quickly I'll take you to that part, but then meanwhile, I'll give you a few seconds. If you have any query, please write it down in the chat box, and then we'll move ahead to the next section. All right, moving on. So when we talk about searches, we have 4 searches in Manupatra. First is Manu search, second is legal search, then we have citation search and assisted search. Now I'll take you to each one, one by one. So first up we have is Manu search. Now what Manu search does is, if you know, say a keyword or a free text for any judgment, or any, say, what generally happens is I would only know that I have to like make a analysis or maybe a case study on one particular topic. Like I want to have analysis, or like I have a case study to do on gender justice. That's all I know. I don't know any case law. I don't know the complete exact or any specific kind of details about it. So it's just the free text or the word that I know. So what I'll do is I'll type it in Manu search. It's like Google for Manu Patra. So you just type what best free text or like word that comes across to your mind, and then you get all the judgments related to it. So now you can see these are 7,000 plus judgments that I've got for gender justice here. So what I can further do is I can click to search and results and further refine it. So say if I want to further refine it, because 7,000 is a lot for me and not feasible for me to go across all the judgments or maybe refer. So what I've done is I've selected brother also as another refined word. So then if I click to search, it further refines my search now. So from 7,000 I've come to 1,200 now. Then further, if you want to refine it further, you can run like multiple queries and again click to search in result and go for it. Also, we have some option. First is sort. So you can sort by relevance or most cited. So it will give you most cited ones on the top. Then on the left hand side, we have some more filters here. So say if you only want Supreme Court judgments, or you want some more keywords to run, you can do that. If you want to go for a subject or anything, that also you can do. So these are further filters on the basis of which you can like refine. So see, if I want to go with this one now, what I can do is instead of clicking the entire judgment, what I'll do is I will click this option here with with these arrows. So what these arrows will do is they will give me instant information on the top only. So before clicking the judgment, I can view like a summary of the entire judgment and the case note and cases referred and citing references, everything it will tell me here. Now when I read the case note and I feel that yeah, this would be a good case and I would probably want to read it further and understand, then I can simply click onto the judgment. So what I'll do is I will click to open document in a new window. When I open document in the new window, the entire judgment is open here for me. So you can see I have the court name, I have parties, I have like the judges and everything is mentioned. I even have citing references, case note, entire facts, and the entire judgment is here. So then what I can do, I'll just quickly take you to things that you can do. So say if I talk about the judgment, firstly, of course, you can find all the hyperlinks, which again will help you in knowing the references further. And second, what we have is, say if you want to know a meaning of a word, just select the word, and what it will give you is it will give you an option of no more. So what no more does is, if you want to know about the definition of the word, just a second. Yeah, if you want to know some definition of the word or some dictionary meaning, you will get that here. So like whenever there is a meaning available or anything, you will get it. So we have little extra value add feature here for this. Then if you want to copy paste this judgment, say you want to use it in your case study, so what you can do is you can copy paste this entirely. And generally it is not available in other portals because nobody gives you an option of copy pasting the entire data, but we do give that. And not just copy paste, once you copy paste, it gives you a footnote also with it. Footnote tells you about the judgment, so that whenever next time you want to, you would probably refer your document, your saved offline document, and you would want to know from where you copied this information, or maybe you would want to refer this judgment again, you will have footnote with it, so it becomes easier. Then moving on, I will just quickly take you to other features that are there. First up, of course, is print replica is available. So we have like Judas copy, the court's original copy, so you can see that, yes, this is like authentic, and you can check and maybe use it forward. Then we have Manu citation here. So if you click onto it, it gives you equivalent citations also. So even if you search with any of these citations, you will be able to find the judgment. Then if you want to read the treatment of the citations, you can check this as well. So remember, I selected a filter which says most cited on the top. So you can see this is cited in Manupatra 741 times. And then you can see the treatment of the citation as well. So you can see how many times it was discussed, how many times, it was mentioned or relied on. You will find all that information here. This gives you, an understanding that, yes, this would be an important judgment because this has been cited so many times. Then moving on, we have further, like other features that will help you. So I'll just quickly take you through them. First up, of course, is, you can download and print the entire judgment, entire document. Then you can email this. So it can be emailed as an attachment. Then if you want to, download it in a document, like Word document, that also can be done. If you want to put some sticky notes. So now when you go and when you check this entire, judgment, and then probably you feel that you want to mention some notes somewhere in the judgment, so that you can do. So say if I have already put some notes, you can see. So whenever you want to like write something of your own, you can do, and then you can click to save. The notes will be saved. So yeah, these are sticky notes just for your reference, and for your quick like information you can mention, and you can save it further. Then even if you want to highlight, so you can see I've already highlighted some information, so you can highlight it as well. So this is what you can do from sticky notes. Just click on sticky note, and like whatever you want to write and wherever you want to put your note, just do that, and it will give you. So see, this is what I've already shown and like explained that this is what I have already put as notes. So similarly, you can create your own notes and like use it further. So say if I want to write note here, I just need to right click and I can write my note, give a name to the note also. So yeah, this is how you can put your note and click to save, and it will be saved. Now moving on to another feature that we have. So next up, of course, you can, if you want to upload it, upload this document in your Dropbox or in your Drive, that you can do. So these are, little things that are there which can, help you and make it more convenient for you to, like research and even use it further, maybe the next day or some other day. So you can save all of, use it for saving this particular document. Then, of course, if you want to view commentary for the case, for the judgment, that you can do. Then we have some more analytical features. So I'll just quickly take you through them. First up is important para. So what important para does is it gives you the important para of other judgments also, where my judgment was quoted as it is. So by my judgment, I mean the judgment that I'm already referring, which is the open judgment. So you can see this particular para is referred like is quoted as it is in the other judgment as well. So you can see, if you see, it's exactly the same, it's quoted as it is. So then what you can do is you can refer this case also, and you can understand the relevance, why it has been quoted as it is, and maybe you can use this case also to make it more reliable or stronger. Then moving on, I will quickly take you to next feature that we have. So next up we have is cited in para. So what cited in para does is it gives you a comprehensive list of all all those judgments where the judgment in the background has been cited. So this judgment, my main judgment, which I was referring, has been cited in all these judgments as well. So if you want to like know more, what you can do is you can pull out the paragraph also and check, how this was referred. Maybe you can find out. Even if you click onto it, it will take you to the judgment from here only. So yeah, this is what cited in para is. Then moving on to, timeline or authority check that we have. So what this does is it's a segregation which tells you, you know, where and how other lawyers have used or cited this case. So this is what it tells you. So you can see the quotes also, and you can see the year also. And even if you take your cursor there, it will show you, you know, the entire detail about the case, and it tells you that how many times and you know, in which court and which year you know, this was cited by other lawyers. So like, this is just to, you know, make an analysis and understand. The bigger the bubble, the maximum times it was cited. So you can see, even if I want to like do some more filters, I can do. I only want mentioned, so I only want to see mentioned cases, not you know, like just discussed or, you know, anything. I want mentioned, or maybe I want only relied cases. So that I can do, just click onto it, and you can see all these cases like this. Also, you can see the entire treatment from here, treatment, and you know, how these cases were observed in the court. So you can find that also from here. Then moving on, we have another filter called case map. So what case map does is, it's a visual representative of all the other relevant cases. So this is my subject case in the center, the case that we are discussing. So these are all the cases which are relevant to this particular case, and you can see how it is relevant. So you can see the relation also like this. So what I'll do is, I'll just open this for your reference. So you can see the colors of the lines, and you can understand. So this blue one means that this was referred. So this case, these cases have been referred in my subject case. So that's how you can analyze, and you can see the relevance, and you can use these cases also further. If you want to study more on these cases, you can do that as well. So it gives you forward and backward all kinds of cases. Now it is showing this case in center, and others are all the related cases to this particular case. So this is how you can like make an analysis. Even if you want to know more, we have this option here which tells you more about the cases. So these are all the citations and the cases. So if you click onto it, again, it's hyperlink, so it will take you to that particular case, and here you'll find the entire visual representative representation of the same. So yeah, moving on, we have one more feature, so I'll just quickly take you to that. It is highlighting catchwords. So it highlights all the all the important words, and if you want to like just read and understand the important words, you can do that. So you can see all the important words. So it is just, if you would, you know, want to understand and study you know, how these words have been referred. So this is just another feature that we have for that. So what I'll do is, I will quickly take you to another feature that we have called Judges Analytics. So say you can see, you know, these were the honorable judges. So this is the entire judge bench for this particular case. Now, if I want to read more about this judge, honorable judge, so what I'll do is, I'll click onto it, and further it will give me a graphical representation for this particular, judge, Mr. Deepak. So it tells me how many times and in which year he has pronounced judgments. So even if you flip, you'll find like this, like in a tabular format, you'll find the judgment authored by him, or how many times he was a part of the bench. If you click on more, it gives you like more years further and explain. Then the subject wise judgment, his like how many times he has pronounced judgment. So these are subject wise, how many times criminal judgment has been pronounced, and civil, and like that. Then counsels appeared there before his judgment. So all the counsels, maximum times, what all who all counsels have appeared before his judgment. So if I want to present a case in front of him, I would what I would probably do or prefer is understand what kind of judgments he pronounces, or his disposition of the judgment, how many times he has cited other judgments. So I would try to understand his psyche, so that I can make my case stronger in a similar fashion. So you can see disposition wise, his judgment, then cited, how many times he has cited other judges. So he cites Mr. S.V. Sinha the most. How many times? You can see 331 times. So if I'm a smart counsel, what I'll do is I will also try to cite Honorable S.V. Sinha in front of him so that it makes my case stronger. Then other judges who cited him, so that also you can see. Then you can find out judgment pronounced, citing references for Supreme Court and for High Court. So you can see that the treatment also of the judgment. So this is how you go about like analytical, judges analytics as well. So first option is of course that you click onto the the judge from here only, from this pie chart, and second option we have on the portal on the main page in legal analytics. So this will also take you to that page only. So I'll quickly show you this as well. So you just need to click onto it, advanced judge analytics, and just type the judge and you will be able to find the information from here. So that one is if you know one specific judge. This one is if you would want to know, if you would want to search according to the judges, so that you can do. Now moving on, I will quickly take you to legal analytics. So legal analytics is when you know some information about the judgment. So in Manu judgment, in Manu citation, we did not know, the specifications of the judge, specification of the judgment. All we knew was a free text. So in legal analytics, what we do is we know the party name or any specific information. So here, probably I want to, Tata Power is probably my client. So what I'll do is I'll type Tata Power, and I know that I only want judgment where appellant or respondent is Tata Power. So I'll just click on to search and it will give me all the judgments of Tata Power. So this is how you, if you know some specific information about the, about the judgment, this one will help you, legal analytics. Then if you know some subject or subsubject, even if you know the range, that you can do. Also, if you know, the act or a section, you can put act or a section or a combination of both and click to search, and this will give you judgment accordingly. Then moving on, we'll quickly take you to citation, search. So if you know a citation, even if you know a partial citation, you can mention and you will be able to get specific judgment. So these are, all the publishers that are available with us. So if you have any citation for any of this publisher, you are bound to, get that information. These are close to 340 plus now. You can get it here. So say if I just want to enter one publisher, so what I'll do is, just to give you an example. So now I know the year, and probably I would know like a volume number or anything, and I'll click to search. So even if I know partial information, this will give you like complete information. You can find Manu citation also. So just click onto the Manu citation and it will take you to the judgment from here. Then we have assisted search. So if you want to play around with, search, you can use assisted search. So I'll tell you how. So you can enter the exact phrase that you want to use. You can enter some words that you don't want to use in the judgment, that should not be there in the judgment, or some words that should be there in the judgment. So it's like you can play around. You can set the proximity also. So if I want, I'll use the same gender justice example. So where when we searched it in Manu search, we use gender justice. But gender could be in the first part of the judgment and justice could be in the second or the third. So what this does is, this will give you gender justice as a phrase. So if I click to search, it will give me gender justice as a phrase where gender and justice are used together as a phrase. If I want to like refine it further, I want to use, any word which is not there in the judgment, or, some words, maybe a group of words. So I can enter that, some words that should be there in the judgment with a proximity of 2 to 5 or 10 words, that also I can define. So quickly I'll take you to one more thing. So you can see it's a red flag next to this particular judgment that we've just, discovered. So what this flag does is, this denotes that this particular case has been overruled. So if there is a red flag next to a judgment, that means this case has been overruled. So if you click onto it, you can instead study this particular case who has overruled the other case. So this is how you can check. So even if a case is overruled, it gives you this particular information and tells you that the case has been overruled. So say we were discussing about assisted search. So like I said, you can use like exact phrase. So I'll just do it one more time. So if I want exactly this phrase and I want some words as proximity. So I want family and brother, for example, as proximity of 20 words. So whatever judgments who have gender justice as exact phrase with brother and family, like together, maybe in a paragraph or in a sentence with a proximity of 20 words, I get these judgments. So that's how you can play around with it. You can do the same, exact phrase thing in Manu search as well, using some formula, like using prefixing inverted commas before and after. But then of course, if you do it from assisted search, it becomes easier because you don't have to remember this formula. If I do this, it will give me a phrase here also. So this one is the same search result as I did in assisted search. But of course, that would be easier because you don't have to remember formulas here. So that's how we work around all the search options that we have. Now, if you want to save whatever, like, so if I have run several queries, maybe I've run like 2-3 complex searches. So next time I don't want to do it again because it again is a task, doing it again every time. So what I can do is I can click to save search and save this entire search, give a name and save it. And next time when I come to this, I can use the same search from manage search option. So I can use the same one. Also, I can put alerts. So if I just take you there, I can put alerts, use my email ID and set alert. If there is a new development in this particular search, maybe there's new judgment coming up or anything for that matter. So what I'll do is maybe I'll set days for 15 days. So within 15 days, if there is a new judgment or any other development in this particular search that I've run, I will get notified on my email ID, on the email ID that I will mention here like this. So yeah, this is another thing that I just wanted to highlight. So also, if you want to save this particular search, so I'll just quickly take you through that also. So if I've just selected like one document that I've worked on throughout, now I want to save this document. I don't want to again go back and do all the things again. So what I'll do is, first up, of course, I have an option of saving it to session list. So before logging off, I can come back to this page and use it again, and it will be saved. And also I can save it in my documents. So what it will do is it will be saved in my documents. So I can just view here, like select the document and save. And once it is saved, I can refer it again. If you want to email it or maybe print it, that option is also available when you save the documents. So yeah, that was all about Manupatra and the entire portal. I have quickly taken you through like almost every information that is available so that it is easier for you also to use. So please, open to you for questions now.
Yeah, ma'am. Am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yes, you are. Please tell me.
Yes, madam. The student were asked with this one question: how can we search international cases?
Okay, sure. So as I discussed, you need to go to international. Okay, let me share my screen again. So I will quickly take you through that. 1 second, please. Yeah. So whenever you make a search, say you make whatever search you want, and whenever you make a search, you have an option of international database. So just click on to what database you want for which country maybe, and you will be able to get that information. So if I want to I'm selecting the same example, so I'll just search gender justice. So what I will do is, so you can see these are international information also available. So first up, of course, the thing is that you can put filters from here. So if I want only Australian international database, so I will click to Australia and select the period from here, or maybe the quote. So whatever information is available, you will select it and it will refine it. This is one. Second, of course, is when you go down, it gives you an information of all the quotes and everything. So you can find it from here also. So if I want this one, so I'll just click on to this England and Wales quote. So it will give me all the information for this particular quote from here. So this is how you can search international database as well. So it's the same thing. You just need to run the query, whatever query you want to search for, and then you select the international database from here to put a filter. Or second option is, of course, you select it from the quote, judge, period, or the state or the city that you can select. Anything else?
Yes, ma'am. So we're asking, can we listen case proceeding on Manupatra?
You want to listen case proceeding?
Yes, ma'am.
No, that feature is
no.
still not available.
Okay.
Hello. It's regarding the case proceedings. You have asked about the things. What the Manupatra, in the Manupatra, we provide the decided cases, right? So case proceedings is the live cases which you want to listen. And in fact, that case proceedings which is happening in the court side, if I am right,
yes,
you're asking for that one.
Yes, sir.
That is not allowed to listen that thing. Case proceedings is not allowed to listen outside. If you want to see what is happening of the current cases, so and the pending cases, what are when it is listed, and what are the things which is happening, any order of that things of the pending cases, we have another site that a case was .in. In that platform, we are providing that information of pending cases information. But case proceeding listening is somehow is not possible.
Okay.
Some of the question I am getting here, maximum of the questions are related to how to access the Manupatra. So first of all, I just want to explain the things already Institute has subscribed the Manupatra, right, for all the students. So at the time of before the pandemic, they were getting the access in the college campus through that IP access. So any of the computers simply click on the IP access and people are getting the access. But in the pandemic situation, what we have done, we have given that user ID and password. So through that user and password, that is a special advantage. The student can access at home as well. So already they have the user ID and password, and there is no need to pay anything extra. Already Institute has invested a lot. So there is no need to pay the institute, any of the student of the Geet Ratan, any extra amount. So these three questions related to that one. So all the things that, any other question you can ask?
Sir, the next question is subject-wise landmark judgments. It is available on Manupatra, sir, in consolidated form.
Sir, what the parameter we have given there, like the Neha has shown you the on the topic of gender justice. So in the legal search, or here only in the subject specific filter is there. When you filter on the gender justice, there is a further filter. Either you can search like on the civil and you want to see the gender justice. So it will first, and on the base of relevancy. So our search parameter base is on that AI, artificial intelligence we have given there. So it will give you the most important judgment first of all. Like suppose that simply when I select this, like suppose that without selecting, Neha, please click on the Manu search.
Yeah.
And just write the gender justice. And select here the most relevant. Search here the most relevant. Search relevancy. Please click on the relevance. So when you do this relevance search, so now you can see here the Visakha is on the top. So the Visakha, this is the most landmark judgment on gender justice. When you do this search, so there is no need to even get the compile things on that these things in a book. So you have to do whatever the search if you want to do, you can search, and you can search in the relevancy wise, and it will give that thing. And further, you have an option. Now please scroll down. the filter option. The last one you will get the judges bench wise. So you can see the larger bench decisions as well. You can read on that thing. And so you can see the judges bench wise. So if you want to see the constitution bench decisions, simply you have to click and you will get all the constitution bench decisions as well. So it will give you the most important judgment first of all. So these parameters are there. And even on the Manupatra home page, what we have done, we have created the academic page. Neha, please sign off and come on this home page and show that academic page. So here you are getting the this academic online databases case of this academic all of things. So especially we have designed for this students. So here you will get that all the databases online self tools and subject wise case law relevant section. So when you click this third one, subject wise case law. So yeah, please click on. So any of these particular subject, you will get that like suppose that I have to see the arbitration law. So simply I have to click on that one, arbitration law. It will give the section wise most relevant judgment with the judgment summary. So it's very helpful for the students. So getting the most relevant and most important judgment on any particular section. If the students are taking any of the cases study on arbitration law and taking care on that part of arbitration agreement, the thing. So instantly you will get the students will get the idea from this place. So please, sir, carry on. Any other questions? So I can.
Yes, sir. The student were asking. It's a very nice question. When we read, a student is asked, when we read a newspaper, we find new judgments given by Supreme Court, High Court. So
Right,
my question is, how much long time does the Manupatra take to upload those freshly released judgments?
Yeah. This
Yes,
is the very right things. Now you can see in this Manupatra, we have given that this whatever the new cases, you will get that email, that news line. So people can register the e-news line as well. Please sign off, Neha, and go on the home page and just scroll down. So now I can see here this email subscription is there. So people can subscribe the email subscription, and weekly we send that the things. And then you have asked about the time of taking the we try to whatever the judgment which is pronounced by the Supreme Court and High Court. So within the Supreme Court, within 24 to 48 hours, we upload the judgment. For the High Court, at the max 7 days, we upload that judgment. Some of the High Court, it may be after 7 days, but we try to upload as early as possible. So we upload on that things. That is the maximum time limit to uploading of these judgments. But certainly, when you subscribe, every week you will get the news line with the new important judgment, and that other news as also any amendment in the NA Act or any notification or any news, international news related things. All the things you will get in one platform.
Okay. So finally, last question.
Please,
a student has asked, and also I want to ask that. Sir, is there any mobile site?
Yes, sir. So on this Manupatra is the first company who has given this mobile app on all the platform.
Okay.
Like you can download this mobile app on your Android, on the Apple or any of the platform you can download, and you can use this username and password, and you can access that Manupatra. So it's very much the things easy access you are getting through that thing. Even this Telegram, people are accessing the Telegram. So in Telegram, Manupatra channel is there. So please subscribe the Manupatra channel, and you will get the news alert, whatever the things we have discussed. You will get the alert on the Telegram as well. We are sending the WhatsApp alert, but Telegram is easier to subscribe. You have to, on the WhatsApp alert, you have to send that number. And the Telegram, simply you have to subscribe the Manupatra channel, and you have to search Manupatra channel, subscribe. You will get the daily alert on that place.
Okay. So, Ms. Neha ma'am and Pankaj sir, it's very nice and informative session from your side, sir. We are very thankful. Sir. Yes, sir. We are very thankful to have you, sir. Both of you, sir.
Thank
Both
you
of you,
so
sir,
much.
ma'am. Yes,
We
ma'am.
request all of you, please stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. So it's the pandemic time. You are getting the access of Manupatra at home. No need to worry about the things. So if you have any clarification, any question, you can mail us at contact@manupatra.com. My number is there with sir. So you can take that mobile number as well for any type of query. Directly, you can call me anytime. So we can address whatever the queries and any of the things. Thanks a lot for sparing all of you a time for this webinar session.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.